Hello everyone. We're back to talk about Revell, Disney, and Bandai. Revell made a public announcement 7 hours ago. I'm going to read it to you. Revell. Statement, Revell and Bandai. We're massively confronted with the accusation that Revell invited Disney as licensor of the Star Wars license to prohibit Bandai selling Star Wars licensed products outside Japan. This claim is plain wrong, because we haven't and won't at no time take influence to the business matters of other manufacturers. The truth is rather that each licensee, whether Revell or Bandai, is only to be entitled to sell its licensed product under its own license contract and the countries agreed upon. These license contracts are concluded solely between the licensor Disney and the various licensees. We, as Revell GmbH, therefore, aren't allowed to sell our Star Wars products in Japan. And, I got lost. Sorry, I was looking at Miri. There it is. On the other hand, it's not possible for Bandai to sell its Star Wars products in the US and Europe if these regions are not part of the contract. Apart from that, we are convinced that a license like Star Wars lives from the wide variety of products and thus inspires young and old. Therefore, we see the model kits of the company Bandai not as competition, but as supplement on the market of Star Wars model kits. Okay? Now, here's my take on this. Okay? Someone prohibited selling Bandai kits in the US. Reason is, a few weeks ago, on one of the forums I was reading, someone sent a letter to HobbyLink Japan. Now, I'm not going to make any waves about HobbyLink Japan. They've always treated me very well and been a very good company. Mary wants to run around on the floor. Been a very good company, and I'm not going to comment negatively on them. Shipping is great, communication's great. I see zero reason to give them negative feedback. But on one of the forums, someone posted a letter from HobbyLink Japan. We knew this was coming a few weeks ago, and the letter basically asked, are you going to stop selling Star Wars kits in the United States? And HobbyLink Japan said that does not apply to us. We buy the kits in Japan, and then we resell them. We're a reseller. We are not a distributor. Okay? So this prohibit, you know the word I'm trying to say. This prohibition would not apply to us. We should be able to continue selling Star Wars kits. Now this happened. So someone someplace put a stop to it. Whether it was Disney or Revell, I don't know. It could be Disney. This letter from Revell is suggesting it's not them. Well, whether it was them or not, you're going to get a letter like this out of Revell. They have to say something. Mainly because there's a lot of negative publicity about them right now. The hardcore serious modelers are all, who do any Star Wars modeling, are in uproar over this. They are not happy. They are upset. And I bet half of the people who are upset haven't even seen a Bandai Star Wars model. But it still makes you upset because there's a ban in place. Okay? And they've taken it the next step. Bandai was not selling the models in the United States. They were not making them available to any US distributors. They were honoring their license. What was stopped was the resellers. And there's 3 or 4 resellers out there. HobbyLink Japan is not the only one. If I go looking, I can find some of the others real quick. Boy, my poor email is just lit up with this thing. Hobby Search, Ami, and a few others. Then you got Gundam Planet in the United States. You've got Sci-Fi Modeler. You've got Coltman TV. And you got Miri with a minion. No, seriously though. These companies are resellers. They don't buy... They might buy directly from Bandai, but then they resell them. Not a distributor. It's different. They're actually, I bet they're buying from a distributor. The technical point is moot. The point being is they came down on the resellers and the distributors, which means someone threw a fit. Now, either, again, it was Disney or Revell. One of them's playing the bad guy. I suspect it's Revell, to be honest with you. We will never really know, though. That is speculation. We'll never really know unless we sit in the boardroom of these companies and hear what they actually have to say. Okay? Now here's the biggest complaint that I'm seeing when I look at some of the posts on both my videos and Facebook and the forums, that the Revell Star Wars kits are crud. Okay? They're box scale, they're not consistently scaled, they're pre-painted, they lack detail, you know, they're toys, basically, especially the Force Awakens models. I've seen a review of one already and it's got like 10 pieces. I don't want a 10-piece model kit. Now, the person who got it, I'm going to not say their name, but you guys can find them easy enough, completely stripped the paint and completely repainted it, and it looks fairly decent. But that's an awful lot of work, stripping off paint. Sometimes it's hit or miss, too. Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. And the lack of detail is the other problem. The Bandai kits have always been superbly detailed. Now, Revell's trying to fix the problem. They've licensed the fine mold kits as their advanced modeler series. They're going to be expensive. They're not quite up to Bandai standards. And some of the posts say they're only available in the United States and not in Europe. Because they're not available in Europe, that poses problems for the Europeans. Where do they get their kits? Well, the answer to that is if you want model kits, you can go to eBay. We always have eBay for model kits. Okay? It's always where we can get model kits. You just have to wait until after they come out, and then some other people, individuals, not resellers, not distributors, will get kits, put them on eBay. Sure, you probably pay twice what you would have through Hobby Link Japan, but you still can get it. So we're still going to get the kits, those who want them. This won't stop it. And that's where I think I lacked a little in my last video. We are moving to a global economy where these regional licenses really are kind of silly. The movie industry figured this out a little while ago, because back when DVDs first came out, they were region locked. If I wanted to watch Captain Harlock, the movie, I had to buy the Japanese version of it, and I had to buy a Japanese DVD player, and I had to buy the Japanese TV, which was all very silly. Whereas if I wanted to, now I can buy it in Japan, in Japanese, put it in my DVD player, and it plays. The movie industry finally did away with these regional licenses. They figured out they can make more money just putting a license out on the product to one company and let the company do a good job of it. And that's what Disney should have done here. Is they should have just licensed to Bandai. Thank you. You bringing me a minion? Thank you. I like minions. These guys are cute. On top of that, another thing Revell should do is contact Bandai and try to license the Bandai models. Put a markup on them, sell them to us. That's what they really should have done instead of going to fine molds. You bringing him back to me? Thank you. Okay? That's what they really should have done. It would have made more sense because we want the Bandai kits. So here's my conclusion. I really don't know for sure who caused what. I do know for sure there was a ban put in place. Because Bandai wouldn't stop selling the kits without that. They were selling them to resellers. Actually, they were selling them to distributors. Distributors were selling them to resellers. Resellers were selling them to the U.S. Okay? Because of that, they were not violating their license agreement. Bandai was only selling to distributors in Japan. The distributors were probably violating the license agreement. And someone put a stop to that. There is a ban in place, and the ban came from somewhere. It's not Bandai. So why would they? They were selling kits. They're making money. You know, if Bandai wanted to, they have the distribution network in the United States to sell the kits here. They just don't have the license. The resellers, they're not putting that ban up. They were making money. The people who were making money are only putting the ban up because someone asked them to. So you want to place blame, it's either Revell or Disney. One of the two, just use some logic. The resellers up to a few weeks ago were saying we are not going to be affected by a ban because we are not violating the license. So there you go. No one's willingly doing this. Someone's making them. Revell's statement is either saving face or it's true. It's only true, though, if Disney is pulling the fit. So take it as it is. Someone's doing it. I'm going to go because I'm waffling, I'm rambling, and I got a baby to take care of, and I really can't be on this video any longer. I'm going to try to answer some of these emails you guys have sent me. There's quite a few of them, and there's a mess with work too, and I have to fix my mess with work. So I will talk to you guys later.